Welcome back to Laugh Tracks. I'm Jeremy.
And I'm Corie, the better half who always knows what's best, like when to use a cart or a basket.
You're starting already? Fine. Today, we're diving into one of our most ridiculous arguments, one that unfolded in the grocery store of all places.
The great grocery cart debate of 2024. Honestly, I'm not sure whether to laugh or be embarrassed.
Both. Definitely both. Let's get into it. Okay, so here's how it all started. We walked into the grocery store Saturday afternoon. Peak chaos. And I do what any logical human would do. I grab a cart.
Logical? We were there for three things. Three. A cart wasn't just overkill, it was excessive.
A basket? You mean the risk killer? Absolutely not.
You've got two hands, don't you?
Yes, and I'd rather use them to steer a spacious, roomy cart than juggling a milk jug, bananas, and whatever random item you decide we need halfway through the store.
The cart was empty 90% of the trip. You looked like you were test driving it for NASCAR.
And you look like you were training for the Circuit du Soleil, trying to carry any groceries in one arm.
Fine. But let's fast forward to the bread aisle where things really get bad.
You mean where you try to sneak a loaf of potato bread into the cart?
It's better for sandwiches. But you, being you, decided to start a debate right there. Pretty sure the guy stocking hamburger buns was about to pop some popcorn.
Potato bread is a crime against peanut butter and jelly, and I stand by that.
You'd eat sawdust if it came in weak packaging.
I have standards. Speaking of standards, I also save us from the produce disaster of the century when you almost bought a watermelon that was obviously underripe.
Oh, so now you're a watermelon whisperer?
No, but I know how to knock on one and listen. It's a skill.
Meanwhile, while you're serenading watermelons, I was stuck trying to find you after you abandoned the cart again.
I was scouting for better apples.
You were gone for 15 minutes, Jeremy. 15. I started pushing the cart around like I was playing hide and seek.
I wasn't hiding. I was hiding from the chaos in the snack aisle. It's like a war zone over there with these kids launching bags of chips everywhere.
I found you debating with yourself over tortilla chips versus potato chips. You could have just grabbed both and saved us 5 minutes.
But that's how they get you. They want you to buy more than you planned. And besides, we already had chips at home.
Says the guy who threw a family-sized bag of pretzels into the cart.
That's different. Pretzels are versatile. They're a snack and a side dish for chili night.
If you say so, but let's not forget how this epic grocery saga ended.
Ah, yes, the checkout line. The place where all of our sins catch up to us.
The place where you realized we'd gone way over budget because someone kept adding extras to the cart.
Excuse me? Who decided we need gourmet coffee beans instead of perfectly good bag we already had at home?
It's called treating yourself. Also, I don't drink the motor oil you call coffee.
Touche. But you can't deny my cart pushing skills saved us time, unloading, everything at the register.
Sure, because it took you 10 minutes to organize the cart like you were solving Tetris.
Efficiency is key, my dear.
Whatever helps you sleep at night. Anyway, we finally got out of there, only for you to complain about the parking spot we'd chosen.
Because it was too far away from the cart return. You know my policy. Park near the cart return, save the day.
Or park wherever there's space and stop being dramatic.
Never. That's against the cart code.
And that's why you're in charge of grocery shopping next week. I'm officially retiring.
Fine by me. At least I'll have the cart all to myself.
I give it 15 minutes before you regret that decision.
You know, every time we go grocery shopping, it's less about the groceries and more about surviving the trip together. It's like an Olympic event, except the only medals we get are bruised bananas and broken eggs.
Speak for yourself. I'm undefeated in the grocery cart dodge and dash.
So after the great grocery cart debate, we load everything into the car. Corie's still stuck because I wouldn't let her buy 3 different kinds of pickles.
Hey, you can never have too many pickles. Anyway, you always make me drive home after grocery shopping.
Because you claim I drive like I'm auditioning for NASCAR.
I don't claim. I've got evidence. Remember last week when you tried to beat the light and ended up stuck in the intersection?
Oh, come on. It was yellow.
It was red, Jeremy. Red. Even Biscuit barked at you from the back seat. Like, what are you doing?
Okay, fine. But your driving isn't exactly a treat either. You have this thing where you slam on your brakes if someone blinks too hard in the next lane.
Safety first, my dear. I'm just trying to keep us alive. Besides, you always make me listen to your weird podcast when I drive.
They're not weird. They're educational. And let's not forget that time you tried to park at the grocery store and almost hit the curb because you were too busy fixing your hair in the mirror.
First of all, my hair is very important. Second, the curb came out of nowhere.
You're lucky Biscuit didn't file a complaint about your driving. The poor dog slides back and forth in the back seat like he's on an amusement park ride.
Well, if you'd pack the groceries properly, they wouldn't roll around and hit him.
Oh, here we go. It's always my fault. Next time I'll hire a professional grocery cart pusher and a dog chauffeur so we can just walk home and avoid all of this.
Fine with me, as long as I don't have to push the damn cart.
All right, so we finally make it home, barely survive the drive, mind you. And now it's time for the real challenge, unloading the groceries.
The challenge? You mean watching me carry everything while you supervise from the doorway?
I supervise because someone has to make sure Biscuit doesn't escape while the door's open. It's a crucial role.
Crucial role, my foot. You're just stalling so you don't have to carry the bags with the milk and the water bottles.
Hey, those bags are heavy. And besides, I'm the designated bag stacker. I maximize counter space.
Maximize counter space? You dumped a loaf of bread on top of the eggs last week.
Okay, fine. But at least I didn't buy 3 jars of pickles.
And yet you're going to eat them all.
Actually, I'm going to eat a giant bag of pickle chips. Not just 1 jar of pickles, but a whole new level of pickle obsession.
Okay, first of all, pickle chips are elite. Second, you're the one who said no to my 3 jars of pickles. This is called a compromise.
Compromise? You mean a sabotage? You knew I wouldn't say no if they were in chip form. It's like you're trying to picklefy my life.
Hey, you could just not eat them all.
Oh, don't even act like you don't know me. You literally opened the bag and handed me one before I even took my shoes off.
That's called sharing. You're welcome.
Sharing? You mean baiting? Now I'm stuck eating pickle chips and admitting that they're actually pretty good.
See? Told you. Pickle chips for the win.
So after we got everything put away, of course, Biscuit already made himself comfortable right in the middle of the kitchen.
He's not just in the way. He's actually judging us. Like, you can feel his disappointment when we don't drop anything.
It's the side eye for me. He acts like he pays the mortgage standing there like, you better have gotten me something.
To be fair, we did. The bag of dog treats. All him. And yet, somehow he's unimpressed.
Unimpressed? He straight up turned his nose at them. Oh, these again? Meanwhile, we're eating an entire sock without hesitation.
That's his gourmet palate. Socks, shoes, mystery crumbs. It's fine dining for Biscuit.
Honestly, I'm starting to think he's the real head of the household. We just live here and pay the bills.
Oh, he knows. That's why he takes up the entire bed at night. It's his throne.
Speaking of, we need to discuss his bed hogging later. But for now, let's finish putting away the groceries before he decides to claim the pickle chips too.
If he even looks at my pickle chips, there's going to be a damn problem.
Noted. Pickle chips are off limits. Got it. Alright, groceries are finally put away. Biscuit is satisfied with his judgment session. And now we're left staring at each other in the kitchen like, what now?
Well, this is where I usually get my brilliant snack idea and then forget about it 5 minutes later.
Oh, you mean the classic walk to the pantry, stare blankly, then walk away empty-handed routine?
Exactly. It's an art form, really. You wouldn't understand.
Oh, I understand. I just don't get how you forget you're hungry. If I think about a snack, it's game over. I'm eating something immediately.
That's because you lack self-control. You're the guy who'll eat half a box of crackers at 2 a.m. and blame it on Biscuit for the crumbs.
Not true. Biscuit is the one who licks the crumbs off the floor. It's teamwork.
Oh, yeah. Because nothing says teamwork like you sitting on the couch with your feet up while he's cleaning your mess.
What can I say? I provide the snacks and he handles cleanup. It's a balanced relationship.
Speaking of relationships, what are the chances we can agree on a movie to watch tonight?
Slim to none. I'm in the mood for an action flick, and you're about to hit me with some rom-com nonsense, aren't you?
It's not nonsense. Rom-coms are emotional masterpieces. You could use a little emotional growth, Mr. Explosion and Car Chase.
Fine. But if we're watching a rom-com, I get to pick the snacks. And don't say the pickle chips. They're banned from movie night.
Pickle chips are never banned. But fine, you can pick. Just don't come back with a box of damn stale crackers.
Deal. But if Biscuit joins us on the couch, you're the one sharing the blankets with him.
Like I have a choice.
Alright, before we wrap things up, we've got a fun surprise from one of our awesome followers. They sent us a joke and we couldn't wait to share it with you.
I'm already laughing just thinking about it. What's the joke?
Okay, here it goes. Why did the Scarecrow win an award?
I don't know. Why?
Because he was outstanding in his field. You don't get it?
No. You should have said because he was outstanding in his field. Big thanks to Big Dur for sending that one in.
Okay, so maybe I delivered the joke wrong. But we love getting these jokes from you guys. So if you want to hear yours on the podcast, send it our way. Who knows? We might feature it the next episode. Well, it looks like we're finally settled in. Snacks are mostly under control. And Biscuit's taking his rightful place on the couch. Another night in the books.
Yeah, if we could only agree on what to watch. Maybe next time.
Exactly. And hopefully next time we'll be snack ready with no pickle chips on the table.
No promises, though.
All right, folks. That's all we have here for today. We hope you enjoyed hanging out with us as much as we enjoyed messing with each other.
And Biscuit, who, let's be real, is probably the true star of this podcast.
Definitely. And don't forget to follow us on TikTok for more behind-the-scenes updates and sneak peeks of next week's episode.
And make sure to subscribe wherever you listen so you don't miss out on all the chaos. We'll see you next week.
Take care, and remember, no snack is safe in this house.
Especially if it's pickle chips.
Have a good morning, everyone.